Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave here. Happy Sunday. And I thought I would take just a few minutes today and spend a little more time with the clarinet and clear up a few things. Because, I do get questions on the board, and then sometimes people send me messages. And I could tell by certain things that maybe this would be a good topic to go over a few more things. Anyway, the clarinet. So in an earlier video, I know I was talking about the difference between the clarinet and the saxophone, and to try to have the clarinet more up and down and play more behind the teeth. So here, what I'm going to do is take this ligature off, and I'm just going to hold the reed on there for a minute and place it here. And I'm holding this in place. So there it is. It's right against the red part of the lip. And there's a little bit of the red part going above the teeth because it goes there naturally. I'm not forcing it there. I'm just putting this against the front. Now, the reason I play a little off to the side is because my teeth are crooked. So I have points on the teeth here. There's a flat spot here. So I tend to play more over here. But if your teeth are flat, you don't need to be concerned with that. So you see, this is more against the lip rather than on top of the lip, like the saxophone. It's more against the lip. And inside the mouth, again, my tongue is more like in an arched position in the back. It's more of a he sound. T, 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 T is the sound. So let me just put this back on again. And I'll play G. Yeah, I kind of missed. Let me just see if I can go better here. And then I'm going to just go right down. F. I'm not squeezing, biting, pressing, really nothing. I'm just putting the clarinet in against my lip, behind my back teeth, and I'm just closing gently around it. But the top of my tongue in the back is very high, pressed up against the roof of my mouth. The airflow is really arched, coming down. So it's very much in like a he type position. If you're not that great at the clarinet or you're new to the clarinet, I really recommend practicing all the low notes. Practice from the middle and keep going down, adding fingers until you can get control all the way to the bottom E. And get yourself up to the A and the B flat. Now, if you have music where you're trouble with the B flat, you can vent the B flat. So I have my pincher keys on, and if you put your third finger here on the C key and these two bottom keys, you can vent the B flat. You see the transition. If you listen, you'll hear like if I don't vent it, the transition is it's more harsh. Listening to the open B flat go to the C. If you vent this, first of all, you have a few fingers down ahead of time. Then you go to the B or the C or whatever. Now the only thing is, if you are going from this to the D, then you have to pick that pinky up. If you're going to so if you're going B flat, D, G, or something like that, you would have to, as soon as you're done with the vent, you have to go to this to put the rest of them down. However, tone-wise, if you're playing a passage that you need to go through those notes, it's better to vent it, because the sound transition, the tone, the timbre is more consistent throughout the range there. Rather, if I played, now, what about the side? You could use the side. It's a little different because it's more of an open fingering, so it's brighter. It's not bad. It's actually on right now this morning. It's pretty good. There's the vented one. So all those B flats, you know, you have to decide which one you need for the job. Now, back to the embouchure thing too. If you put the clarinet out more, well, there's your third grade sound. You know, you sound like you just started and you're in third grade summer band, right? Or maybe you're not even getting that. So you really need to learn to play more against the lip rather than on top of the lip. And also it keeps your head up. Don't forget, your air is this. This is the air. If your air is here, this is, look, I'm talking like this, right? And I've showed you this on other videos. This is not anything new. This is stuff that's on some of the other videos about the air. You know, you put your head down, you're cutting off your air. All right, so already you're in trouble. Whatever. So, also, let me just mention about the mouthpiece. Now, this is something I picked up over the summer. It was on a clearance. It was like $20 or $22. It was with the, it came with the ligature and the cap, and it was in a box set. And it was on Amazon. I think it was like $22 or something. So I says, oh, okay, I'll just order. There was a clearance. So this is a Van Doren Master CL4. And it's not very open. You know, it's, it has like I said, the opening is just not very big. Sometimes you have an opening on the clarinet that's too big, and it makes problems. It's hard to play the notes in tune. Now, I know I see people that I talk to, and sometimes they start playing clarinet or whatever, and the teacher says, or somebody sends them, says, oh, go get a B45, a Van Doren B45. That's what everybody plays. Well, maybe they need to stop playing the thing, because it's not, the problem is that mouthpiece has issues. You know, it has a kind of a weird curve. It's kind of a steep curve, and it's not that easy to play in tune, and sometimes it's resistant with certain kind of reeds, and you can't make a good sound. And in the beginning, it's a hard mouthpiece to play. So a B46 is actually better, because the curve is different, and it's more free-blowing. The B45, even though some people, like, they love this mouthpiece, but if you're a beginner, or if you're not that experienced at playing the clarinet, it's really not that great of a mouthpiece to be bothered with. There are much better ones you can find. Like even the Rico X5 and X10, are better to pick up double other instruments with, you know. Um, but the thing is, here's the CL4, which is an orchestral mouthpiece. It's closer, and it doesn't have a big curve. I'm using a 3.5 Van Doren on here. So it's not a 5 Van Doren or 4.5 Van Doren. It's just a 3.5. It's not super stiff. And I can still play all my notes. Okay? There's a high B flat. I could play really soft. I could make the upper range, you know. I'm not all in practice here this morning, but, you know, I could play softly in the upper register. Instead of super loud, but there's plenty of volume. And, you know, sometimes people play a mouthpiece, it's too big on the clarinet, and it makes trouble. So, you have to take that into consideration also. I think you can get a lot done with something like this. It's pretty normal, and it gives you a lot of possibilities. The pitch is good too. And then if your pitch is flat, you might have to find yourself a barrel that's a little bit shorter. This is a normal barrel, right? And I even have it pulled out here to play at 440. But you can go to a 65 millimeter barrel. This is a 66. It's a normal. So, you know, you have to consider that. But the main point, like from this morning, is, you know, try to find that place in front of your lip. Now, you know, I think I had mentioned earlier in this video, I'm not sure, that my teeth are crooked in the front, so I tend to play a little bit off to the side. All right? Okay, so anyway, have a good day, and go enjoy the weather. At least on the East Coast here. Today's a great day. Blue skies, and all that kind of stuff. All right, have a good day.